Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down. The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly, so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
Esse tum-dum aí é o avião entrando em Mach 1, Mach 2, que é passar de 1000 km/h no ar. Aí você rompe a barreira do som. Quem jogou esse combat aí já deve ouvir a música e arrepiar, que nem eu.
This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbati and end this war.
Farbati.
The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbati from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Beleza, aqui nós temos dois problemas nessa missão, tá? Árvore de aeronave, por favor. Isso. Nós temos aí dinheiro, agora já dá pra ir rumo ao nosso jatinho aqui, né? aqui. Liberamos o F-15. Que vai ser o nosso novo grande avião aí pra gente usar. Não adianta, tá, gente? A gente tem que usar esses aviões mais potentes, senão não dá pra zerar direito. Completar essa árvore de habilidade, inclusive, é um desafio. Aqui é o laser, né? O outro dele. Tá, é isso mesmo. Não precisa comprar, tá? Esse aqui é tipo um laser, tá? Esse aqui. Isso aqui é uma bomba de região. Ele substitui todos os outros aviões que a gente tinha até então, porque ele é muito versátil, tá? O F-15. É esse aqui, ó. Tá? Você deve ter liberado aqui o F-15C, que é o anterior, mas é esse aqui que a gente quer. O F-15E. Peças, por favor. Ó, flap de ponta. Estabilidade da arfagem. É aquele negócio que eu faço, que eu dou tipo um freio rápido, tá? Então é isso aí. Ok? Cadê? Aqui, ó. Tempo de recarga do míssil especial. Tempo de recarga do míssil padrão, tá? Cadê? Velocidade de voo. Não. Poder. Isso. Cadê da aceleração aqui? Rolagem é você girar o avião, tá? Esses daqui, pronto. Algumas peças, tá? São secretas no jogo. E você só pegando as medalhas. Aí tem que ver o guia lá das medalhas para poder saber. Eu não vou platinar esse jogo por causa do modo online dele, tá? Os troféus online dele são muito chatos. Porque exigem que você fique lá muito tempo. Na época que o jogo lançou já era difícil. Essa é aquelas missão, tá, de dano, tá, que você tem que fazer um número X de dano, tá? Fiz 1000 e pouco. Ah, uma coisa que eu acho que eu não tinha falado ainda, né? Aqui não tem, tá? Exibição, nem nada dessas coisas. Mas no menu dá pra você mexer na claridade do jogo. Então, se você estiver achando muito claro ou muito escuro o jogo, depende aí, mexe lá que você vai dar uma melhorada nessa sua vida aí, tá? Na vida real, tá? O foguete normalmente explode antes de encostar no avião. Por isso que às vezes você vê... Por que eu abaixei o avião em vez de subir? Porque o míssil tem um ângulo inicial de ângulo de subida, tá? Então, Então, se eu ficar fora desse ângulo de subida, ele não consegue... Pronto. Beleza. Agora, como eu já tinha dito, você obrigatoriamente tem que sempre... Aqui é complicado, tá, gente? Porque vocês estão vendo o tanto de coisa que tem no meio da... Vocês viram o tanto de coisa que tem no meio da cidade ali, né? Então é muito difícil de você desviar fácil, tá? Beleza. Bem, tem 9 minutos. Então vamos gastar um pouco dos outros mísseis. Solta! Vocês viram o porquê que eu trouxe esse avião, né? Aí, consegui. Beleza. Agora que eu já tô com praticamente 10 mil, tá? Agora sim eu vou reparar o avião e vou recuperar a munição. Tem que pousar em todas as missões que dá pra pousar, então é obrigatório a gente... Então tem que vir aqui de qualquer jeito, né? Pra quem não sabe, tá? Se você... Se você acelerar demais com o trem de pouso do avião quebra. Então... Sim, por favor. Só quero reparar o avião, na verdade. O bicho acabou de usar flare, o avião. Ah. Nossa, achei que ia dar bosta agora, deu stall.
Spotted enemy backup. Check your radars. Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble. We don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep focus. Take one down and move on to the next. Enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, warning, missile. 5 minutes remaining. Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, target destroyed. Missile evaded. Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
Vamos quase.
Target acquired. Fox 2. Strider 1, enemy ship sunk.
Beleza, se eu pegar aquele ali já dá já.
Strider 1, missile.
Quando a gente for fazer o 5, aí vai ser mais maneiro. Porque o 5 é bem mais maneiro que esse aqui. Apesar de ter um gráfico melhor, né?
Strider 1 is back to bed. Hostile has a lock. Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Emergent Army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through. Understood. Understood. All right. Understood. Understood.
Pronto, completamos.
Understood. 2 minutes remaining. Target still active. Catch him now. Warning, missile in the air. Strider 1, watch your tail. Strider 1, target acquired.
Aqui vai ser treta, viu? Vai que acabar essa missão aqui.
Range. 30 seconds remaining.
Nossa. Tomei não sei da onde.
This one's wide open. Breaking out of luck. They're after you, Strider 1. Enemy on your rear. All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Longcaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying. Roger that. Man, don't jinx us. Ah, you're right. New bogeys. Hell, 5 Su-30s inbound. It's Mr. X.
Pronto, agora o bagulho complica, tá?
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage.
Aqui, tá? A melhor estratégia é essa daqui.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you. Yeah, they are. It's the snowbirds. Here's what it is. Don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Já foi.
It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Esse jogo não é pra amadores, velho. Que realmente é difícil.
Strider 1, enemy is locked on.
Red ship is sunk. Fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friends are suffering heavy damage.
Nossa, mas aí o jogo trollou, né? Totalmente fora do range.
No. Who are these guys?
Um foi. Tem que tomar cuidado porque ele faz você bater nos prédios. Desvia disso.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
Nossa, olha que mentira, mano.
Cyclops 3, we gotta eject. Canal 1. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Only 30. Let's go make it. Listen, Trigger, real talk. We keep this up, something's not going on. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What? Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take it for a ride.
Aí, 2 foi.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys will let you have it. Shaky bandit. Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it. Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide. Hey, I'm being serious here. They have a lock on you. Shake them. Target was not struck. Fox 2.
Caramba, como não acertou?
Bandit behind you.
Nickel,
Bandit is firing.
nickel, nickel.
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now. Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6. Shit. Locked on target. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad.
Pega, pega, pega.
He's acting as a decoy. He has absolute trust in his allies, I see. I've got you.
Aí, foi o segundo. Faltam 2 só.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wiseman, missile closing! I'll keep him moving. Just a bit longer. Shit. Cyclops 1 is down. Wiseman, eject already, Wiseman. I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded. Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you got the lead. Wiseman, shit. Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Agora sim, vamos Mr. X.
Last escort. Extra careful. The 2 leaders. Eject, or you can still talk.
Ó o que eu falei aqui, ó. Que ele fica indo até a...
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile launched. Now I see why he's the king of the skies. Trigger's our only hope. Excellent. Good job. Then go finish the job. Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off. What is it? Respond. My data won't update. Damn it. What was that?
Lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky, towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base. listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
Vocês viram que é treta, né? Nossa, carniça essa partida aqui.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
4 sol. Beleza. Eu vou colocar aqui próxima missão, tá? Pra gente adiantar aqui a cutscene.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone.
Basicamente destruir o sistema de satélite.
Was chaos and confusion.
Isso aí é uma coisa que pode acontecer de verdade, tá? Destruir vários satélites ao mesmo tempo e o campo de detritos danificar os outros. A gente não tem tanto satélite assim pra causar esse impacto dessa magnitude, mas é possível.
As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute in the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Let's hope. Última esperança.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Beleza. Bem, a gente vai continuar no próximo episódio, tá? Deixa eu explicar um negócio muito importante agora. A gente já tá na reta final do jogo. O jogo não é muito longo, tá? Uma coisa importante que é preciso dizer aqui é que é o seguinte. Vários momentos agora, eu acho que faltou tato de quem escreveu o roteiro ou de quem dirigiu o jogo para fazer umas cenas ou momentos mais legais. Por exemplo, todo esse arco aí, se fosse feito de uma forma diferente, dirigido de uma forma diferente, ele seria um outro jogo, tá? Beleza. Pronto, agora falta só dinheiro pro YF23A e aí a gente já tem aí o melhor. Por que eu gosto dele, tá? Ó, ele tem esse míssil, que é muito bom, já vem padrão. Esse míssil que é muito bom, padrão. E essa bomba que é muito boa por padrão. Só que ele tem a manobrabilidade e a resistência muito boa. Ele é ruim para terra? Né? Se você pegar aqui o F-22A, por exemplo, ele também não é bom para terra e ele tem uns atributos um pouco melhor, né? Só que, entre todos eles, o melhor de todos aqui para terra mesmo é o... Cadê? O F-15 aqui, ó, dentro de todos eles. Só que não tem status. Então eu prefiro velocidade e manobrabilidade do que outras coisas no geral aqui, né? Então, é isso. Falou, valeu, até mais. Fui!